Okay, today we're going to take a look at positive exponents, and we're going to do a couple different activities with this. The first thing that I need to do is make sure that I understand what an exponent is. So when you have an exponent, you have what is called the base. So for example, our base in this example is going to be 2. It's going to be our big number in this. And that's the number that we're going to make, quote, make copies of by using the exponents. Now the exponent, or it's also called the power, is the little number that you usually see above another number. So in this case, it's telling me that I need 3 copies of 2. So I'm going to make 3 copies of 2. 1, 2, 3. And I've got to multiply those together. So I can't just simply do it all in my head. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it easy on myself. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. So 2 to the 3rd power is 8. So we're going to go ahead and practice a few more. Let's say I have 5 to the 2nd power. 5 is my number being copied. I need 2 copies of it. And that gives me 25. How about, let's do 3 to the 4th power. How many copies of 3 do I need? I need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 3 times 3 is 9. I can do the same thing over here. 9 times 9 is 81. So 3 to the 4th power is 81. You're going to go ahead and practice some of those on your own right now. Okay, now that we've gotten comfortable with that idea, we're going to kind of look at another idea of being able to multiply, if we're multiplying numbers with exponents together. So for example, if I have 2y times 3y. Again, I'm going to go back and think about how many copies of y's do I have here. So I have 2 copies here, and I have 3 copies here. That gives me a total of 5 copies of y. So the exponent is just basically telling me how many copies of y's I have. And you may have noticed that if I could have just simply taken 2 plus 3 to get my answer too. But sometimes we need to kind of like look at things a little bit differently. So let's try another example. Let's do okay. Again, I have 1 copy of D here, 3 copies of D here. How many D's does that give me? It gives me 4. Okay, now let's do some with numbers in front of it. What happens if I have now remember, this is only for multiplying your exponents together. Now if I'm adding, my exponents just stay the same like we've been working on. But this is a little bit different. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and multiply my coefficients. Multiply my 2 numbers together. So I have 3 times 2, which gives me 6. I have 2 D's here. I have 3 D's here, for a total of 5 D's. So it'd be 6D to the 5th power. Okay, you're going to go ahead and try a few of these on your own. Now with positive exponents, we're gonna see one more type of them, and that's if we were dividing them. So we could say, we could see it this way, or we could see it this way. Most likely you're going to see it this way. So I'm going to use it this way. Now again, I'm going to be thinking about how many y's are on top, how many y's are on bottom. Now and then we're going to pair them up. There's a partner, there's a partner. So I'm left with just y. Okay, and remember that's one y. Another way I can look at this is I can subtract my exponents. So if I took 3 minus 2, I'm going to get 1. And the way I remember that we have to subtract them is I look at this divide sign here as a big negative sign, a minus sign. Okay, so let's take a look at one more here together. Let's do 5w divide by w2 to the second power. Okay, now some of you may understand that if I subtract my exponents, I can get this right off the bat. For those of you that are having trouble understanding that, let's draw out 5 w's on the top, 2 on the bottom, cancel out, and I'm left with 3w. Okay, so now you're going to go ahead and practice a few more of these on your own.